Good day. My name is Mary Grace Otalia from VSHM 4A. Selected methods and tools for service processes. Some of the other methods and tools used to analyze service process are the following. Number 1, affinity diagram. It is an analytical tool to gather and organize information from a significant amount of mixed data sourced from the researchers, insights, concepts, diagram, brainstorm idea, and design. This method is employed to sort and bundle information into a group or based on their relationship. Often, these communications and relationship provided deeper insight and a new idea. Number 2, brainstorming. It is a method of generate ideas from a group of people to solve design problem. Under the directions of facilitator, members of the group contributes ideas freely to cover as many areas as possible in search of the best possible design. Raw ideas contributed by the participant are gathered and refined to determine solutions. Number 3, character profiles. These supplement the understanding and appreciations of designer by providing pattern or trends about service user. Knowing the profile would also help in justifying the innovations and improvement designed for the clients. Number 4, contextual interview. It refers to interview conducted in the natural environment where the service occurs. Number 5, user journey map. It is a diagram that uses illusion, photography, and or quotes telling so that the journey of the user through a service. It helps in identifying the key stages and touch point along the user service experience. What part of the service work for the users and what part needs to improve. It is a useful technique to understand the motivations of a customers in a relation to their wants, need, hesitations, and concern. Number 6, cultural proverbs. These are also refers to a user's diary. It provides a way gathering information about people and their activities and insight about the day of communities. Number 7, documentaries. These are tools used to provide informations at the initial stage of the design process. This method is a virtual presentation of human emotions and expressions captured through film. Number 8, empathy proverbs. These are tools for designs that considers what the users are thinking and feeling more than what they are doing and saying. Number 9, ethnographic user research is a tool to use support a deeper understanding of the design issues for service designer. Through these research tools, the designer will be able to establish what motivates the user to do something and what hinder them to not do things. Number 10, experience prototype. It is a simulation of service to test a new service idea or design for a specific physically touch point. It seeks out whether the design is applicable to the user or identifies the area that would possibly to be improved. Number 11, focus group. It is a setting of deliberately selected people who are participants of discussions about the particular topic which intends to bring out their perceptions and feedback to the design ideas. Number 12, immersion or workshop. It is also known as empathic research or role-playing. A researcher involved himself or herself with the study area by becoming part of it. It is a good source of information since the designer will have an actual experience with regards to emotions and social interactions with the community. Number 13, observation. It is a method that can be used to identify problems when users are interacting with a product. Through observations, services can be evaluated and the user's experience can be determined to a certain level. Number 14, personas. These refer to fictional characters created as archetypes, not stereotypes, to represent type of users that avail of the services or products of the companies. Personas are created to help understanding the needs, behaviors, experience, and goal of users. Number 15, prototyping. This tool is used to examine the behavior and performance of a fresh design before it goes to product. This service is tested by observing the interactions of the user with the prototype of the service, mimicking the venue, setting, and conditions where the service is actually rendered. The kind of prototyping methods are the following. A. Sketches and diagram. These are used to illustrate the idea of discussions and analysis. Sketches are among the earliest form of prototyping and also the simplest to use them to be acceptable or of value. Letter B. Storyboarding. This is a presentation as cases or prototype scenario using a series of drawing or pictures to visualize a sequence of events. C. Building blocks prototype. Beyond the idea of having fun with building blocks as a toy, a versatility and ability to stimulate creativeness has made this toy a valuable tool in prototyping. Letter D. Role play. This refers to act out service situations where users interact with a product or services. The implied conditions clarifies the directions where this service design should take. That the service really exists and then render a possible journey through its functionalities. Letter E. Physical model. For a design service that may require physical representation, mock-ups can be created for testing. Materials that can be used include papers, cardboard, wax, clay, and wood, among others to build the models. Letter F. Users-driven prototype. This prototype method uses a unique approach in coming up with a service design. Instead of the designer conjuring a design for the service user, it is instead the user who will get to make a design. Number 16, scenario. This refers to a creations of hypothetical history to visualize how users will be utilized a service in order to generate design. Scenarios can either be written or drawn with sufficient detail to anticipate and demonstrate the needs of user. Number 17, service prototype. This is a simulation tool to test the service design through observations of the interactions between the user and the prototype of the service set in the place, situation, and condition where the service truly exists. Number 18, shadowing. The researchers acts as an observer only and does not interfere with the participant in any circumstances. In this method, The researchers goes along with the users and observes how they utilize the service or product within their natural environment. Number 19, Stakeholders Map. It is a tools that show a visual presentations of an organization staff, sponsors, investors, board, partner organizations, or customers. The map reflects the level of interest and importance of the stakeholders in the organization. The stakeholders are listed and sorted on the chart based on the extent of their interest and influence or the power each holds in the organization. A stakeholders map help determine who among the stakeholders processes the biggest impact on the organization.